Now you're probably wondering, what is ambient occlusion? Let me start off by telling you what it isn't. AO, or ambient occlusion, is a shading technique that doesn't involve displaying form, volume, or value shading to indicate light direction. Instead, it focuses on approximating how light interacts with surfaces, enhancing depth and realism in a scene. In simple terms, it means that the closer the objects are, the more shadows appear, and if objects interact, there are denser shadows between them. AO lighting differs from directional shading in the fact that the lighting comes from all directions, and the darker parts are only in the blocked regions. Ambient occlusion creates smooth transitions by using gray shades instead of the typical black to white gradient in directional shading. If you've seen pictures that look 3D like objects in a computer game or a movie, you've probably seen ambient occlusion without even realizing it. It's what helps these pictures look more realistic by adding soft shadows in the nooks and crannies of objects. Ambient light and ambient occlusion go hand in hand. While ambient occlusion speaks of the absence of light, ambient light is the light that is reflected into those shadows by bouncing off the multiple surfaces. This is most commonly called bounce light, reflective light, or indirect light. Light like the color of the sky or the color of an object close to you can be ambient light. Reasons why you should use ambient occlusion? Adding these shadows helps in defining the boundaries between distinct elements and make them stand out. It brings in subtle lighting changes that may not be immediately visible with the use of ambient lighting. You can bring little details like textures, imperfections, and even seams on clothing to light through AO. One of the best features of ambient occlusion is its ability to convey how far away an object is from another object. The farther away the object is, the more diffuse the shadow is, while closer objects cast sharper and more concentrated shadows. This helps your viewer determine the distance between objects. An easy way to get started using the AO technique is to try using the lasso tool and an airbrush. It's great for showing those gentle shapes in your picture. The gradient is exactly what you want for those nice ambient occlusion shading. The lasso tool makes the edges look sharp and the airbrush makes them soft. There's also this amazing tool from Mark Brunette that is called the skin cavity brush that makes ambient occlusion even easier. I'll make sure to link the brushes in the description. They'll help you pick out parts of your picture in different ways, depending on which tool you use. Adding ambient occlusion to your work enhances the overall visual experience, not just shadows. You can use ambient occlusion to reveal hidden details and improve object separation, which makes it a valuable tool. If you like this content and want to see more bites of art information, hit that like button and subscribe for more. I also have a Ko-Fi for those of you who want to support me. If you have any other ideas of a video, make sure to comment below. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.